everyone, welcome to Insights by Arish. In today's video, I am going to continue with the PySpark series that I have already started few months back, and I have already uploaded few videos in this series. So 4 tutorials have already been uploaded, and today I am making the 5th tutorial. So this tutorial is about string indexer. String indexer works exactly same as the one-hot encoding or label encoding works in machine learning. So whenever we have categorical data, it's necessary for us to convert it into numerical data because machines cannot work with string data. They require numerical data. So this string indexer helps us to convert the categorical data into numerical one. And the way of doing this is very similar to that of machine learning's one-hot encoding. Just a few syntaxes and libraries and modules are different. So starting with the very first thing that we are going to do is to start the PySpark session. So here I will say from PySpark.sql import Spark session. I have already made video about all basics of PySpark. So in this I will directly go ahead with the string indexing. So let me just remove the P here. Fine. Let's run this. So after loading the Spark session, the next thing that we want to do here is to build the Spark session. So here I will just say Spark. This is just a variable name. You can name it anything. So I will say Spark is equal to Spark session. This is the module that we have loaded right now. Then I will say builder dot app name. And here we have to provide a name to our session. You can name it anything. Let me name it as string indexer, or let's just name it tutorial 5. And then you have to make use of get or create method. Let's run this. So as you can see, this Spark session has been loaded, and to verify that you can just say here Spark. And as you can see, this is the version. You are running it on local master, and the app name that you have given is tutorial 5. Now after starting the PySpark session, the next very important thing that we have to do is to load the data. So let me just use the tips dataset from SNS. Here I will say import cbin as SNS, and I will be making use of tips dataset from SNS. So here I will say df is equal to SNS dot load dataset, and here I will say tips. Let me run this, and let me just display this to you. So as you can see, this is the dataset that we have right now, but this dataset is not in the Spark format. To work or to make use of any Spark functionality, you first need to create a data frame which is in the Spark format. And for that, what you can do next is to convert this data frame into a Spark compatible data frame. Let me just say here df is equal to Spark dot create data frame, and here I will pass df. So let me just name this data frame something else, or else you will get confused. So this is the data frame that I am passing to convert it into the Spark compatible format. So let's just run this. Now we have got our data frame into the Spark compatible format, and to view that you just have to make use of show method. It's similar to the head method that we have in pandas. So as you can see, it's showing us the entire data frame. If you just want to view first few rows, then you can just specify that here. Let me just say 5. So it will just display the first 5 rows. Now that we have our data frame in the Spark compatible format, the next thing that we can do here is actually start the string indexing. So string indexing will work for categorical columns. Now to see what all columns are categorical and what all columns are numerical, first we want to display the schema. So here I will say df1.print schema. So as you can see, the gender column, the smoker column, day and time column, these are the columns which are in categorical nature, and the remaining ones are in numerical one. And this is a very small data frame. So in this you can manually identify which columns are categorical and which are not. But what if you have a very huge data set? In that data set you cannot just go manually identifying your categorical columns. So you have to write a generalized statement, or I can say a generalized code which can work for any data set irrespective of how many columns it has or irrespective of what its size is, and it can identify the string columns, or you can say categorical columns, automatically. So let's just do that here. I will say categorical columns is equal to, now here I will say column name. This is just a variable name. You can give it anything. For column name, comma data type, in df1, which is our data frame, dot d types. This gives us the data types. If string in data type. So this will give us a list of columns which are of string data type. So let me just run this, and now let me just display this list. This will be in the list format. So as you can see, it have listed all the columns which are of categorical nature. So this code will work irrespective of how many rows and columns you are having in your data set, and you don't have to count manually, or you don't have to detect the categorical columns manually. Now that we have this list, we will start with string indexing. So for that, here I will say from PySpark.ml.feature import string indexer. After importing the string indexer, then I will say index is equal to, we will call that module which is string indexer, and in this module you have to pass two parameters, your input columns and your output columns. So let me just say here input columns. This is the first parameter that we will be passing. Actually, we don't have underscore here. And the second parameter that we will be passing here is output columns. So first we will talk about what are input columns. So as I said previously, all these columns which are categorical in nature will be your input columns. So we will pass this list as it is. Be careful that here, while passing the input columns, the columns should only be passed in list format and no other format. So here let me just say categorical columns. So by chance, if you are detecting the categorical columns manually, then in that case, first convert that columns into list format and then pass that list. So we are passing this list of categorical columns as our input columns. Now in our output columns. So in output columns, we basically have to give new name to our output columns. So initially we have categorical columns, they will be converted to numeric ones. So what names or what titles that numeric columns will have, that we want to provide here. So here I will just say column name plus underscore encoded for column name in categorical columns. So what this will be doing is, it will extract every individual column from the categorical columns list, and after extracting that column name, it will add underscore encoded suffix to it. So every new column that we will be creating, basically the string index here will be creating, will have the name as the original column name and underscore encoded as suffix. So that will be the new name of our output columns. So let me just run this. Now after that, we will create a new data frame. Let me just say df2 is equal to index dot fit. We will be fitting it on our previous data set, which is df1 dot transform. Now we will be transforming it. Again, we will say here df1. Let's run this. Now let's just view our encoded data set. So let me just say df2 dot show, and I will just display the first 10 rows. So as you can see, all the right aligned columns are our encoded columns. As you can see, they have the column names as the previous column names from which they are generated, and underscore encoded as suffix. This is the name that we have given to them. Fine. And as you can see, they are in the numerical format, either 1 or 0. So these are the columns that we will be using for further processing, and all the categorical columns we will be deleting it from our data set. So the next thing that we are going to do here is to drop all the categorical columns. So here I will say df3 is equal to a df2 dot drop, and here we are passing a list. What list? This categorical columns list. So all the categorical columns will be dropped from this data frame. So as we are passing a list of columns here, we will just put asterisk, and then I will say categorical columns. Let's run this. And let me just show you df3 here. So as you can see, now this data frame or this data set just consists of numerical values. Fine. So this is how string indexing works in PySpark. It's equivalent to one-hot encoding or label encoding that we have in machine learning. So this was all about string indexing in the tutorial 5 of PySpark series. I will provide this code on my GitHub, and I will provide the GitHub repository in the description box. Do check that. So thanks for watching.